The third aspect of delivering speech in, or talking in a public space is the stage use. Now, because I'm focused on this camera, you find that more often than not, I'm moving, coming towards the camera. Again, now when you're talking to people, you have your audience all spread out in front of you. So, the first thing I would recommend is that you stand upright. If I came and I stood like this, oh, we are going to talk about speech, how would you feel? Of course, I'm sure there's a reaction. Or if I came and was like, we are going to talk about this, you would ask, who is chasing the speaker? So I would suggest that you stand upright and lean forward when you want to deliver a certain important point. Number 2, utilize the space appropriately. Currently my audience is 1. But if I had many people, I will definitely go a little bit to the side and speak to these people. I will also go a little bit to the side and speak to these people. But picture this, where some of us use the stage. We normally just go and you're using the stage and you're, somehow the audience are focusing more on your movement, and some of us almost feel like, I need to breathe. One time, we were listening to a very good presentation that was happening on stage. And one of the ladies was seated just at the tip of the stage, and she had high heels. Almost the group that was seated where we were kept thinking that lady will fall. And for a few moments, as long as we kept focusing on her, we did not hear the beautiful music. Fortunately, it was a situation where there was an usher. So we requested the usher, kindly please, just let the lady move a little bit in. And when she moved in a little bit in and we felt she was safe, now we're able to concentrate. How much more when I am the speaker? Again, number 2, utilize the space appropriately. And I think I've talked about that. Not over moving on one side or on the other side, and then now making the others now really strain and wondering, can't she come on this other side? We also need to see the speaker. Try to balance your movement on the stage. Number 3, avoid using the podium for support. What if you supported yourself and it toppled over and you found yourself right on top of the audience? Maybe it was a weak podium. So do not support yourself with the podium, though I know that having a podium gives some people a little bit of comfort. They feel like at least they have a relative on stage. The other 4th thing I would say, manage anxiety. I learned that almost every speaker, even the ones we really look up to, always feel like butterflies are in their stomachs before they go and give a speech. But there are ways you can manage your anxiety. One of them is recognize you're talking to human beings. They're just like you. Number 2, do breathing exercises. And this one you can even start before you go on stage. Even just having a deep breath relaxes the body. Or, for those of you who are good in humor, make a joke. And as people laugh with you, that is if the occasion demands for laughter, then you can relax as you laugh together with them. Again, it's better to be at a place where you are just a little bit above the people, not too high, and then again not too low that they can't see you, especially the people at the back. If the stage is so high and there are few people, please come down to where they are so that you can actually even have a chance to walk a little bit in between, but not so much so that the necks are not craning to look at you. And then hold the microphone appropriately. Assuming this was a microphone, it is not. This is a pen. Some of us normally hold the microphone like this. This is how I hold my microphone. Those who are observing you get scared because they think you're going to swallow the microphone. On the other hand, others hold the microphone like this. And the people in the audience are wondering, we cannot hear you. Use it properly. Just put it at the appropriate distance so that you can communicate. When the microphone sometimes it tunes and it goes so high, I think we're allowed to just move it a little bit so that we don't hurt people's ears. And then again, if you're in a place where, and I'll talk about this a little later, where there are many people and the microphones are not working, you need to project, but I'll come and talk about that. Okay, be sensitive to the crowd. Honestly, if you're speaking to a crowd, especially before lunch, it's normally very difficult, and people are yawning. You need to find out how do we get them to stop yawning so that they listen to you. If you see people are excited or talking to one another, then you really need to cleverly find out what is it that is making them excited. Is it your speech or they're already distracted? Be very keen and sensitive to your audience. And then sometimes people say you can pocket. Well, for ladies, we may pocket, we may not pocket. But here's the thing. I have seen that the people who are able to pocket and still reach the audience are probably those who are high in status, or people they are very used to listening to, so that the message is more important than the container. But if you're starting and then you go pocketing, people will probably look upon you as though you're demeaning them. So I will not say pocket or don't pocket, but be very careful to whom you pocket.